Hi, HCM 2163. I wanted to give you a little bit of feedback about your last week's discussion question, which I've just graded. This is one of the first discussion questions that point straight towards your final, that you're going to see again as asked towards your final. So I wanted to make sure that if you had trouble with it, that you got a little feedback on it. The first thing that most people missed in this discussion question is what a vision statement is. A mission statement is what you're going to do and maybe how you're going to do it. You're going to provide education, you're going to provide the highest quality direct care, you're going to do whatever, and maybe how you're going to do it from a biblical standpoint with compassion, integrity, and valor. Those are some of the things that were in your discussion questions. Then your vision statement is what would happen if all of those things in your mission statement were accomplished. For instance, the Alzheimer's Association mission statement has to do with education and research and how they're going to do it, the highest quality and all those things. The vision statement for the Alzheimer's Association is creating a world without Alzheimer's. The vision statement for the American Lung Association is if you can't breathe, nothing else matters. And those are pretty solid what is important to us, what would happen if we achieved it kind of statements. So the vision, one more time, the vision is what the world would look like if your mission is accomplished. The mission statement is how you personally are going to do it. What is your part of making the vision come to pass? The goals are measurable ways that the mission statement is achieved, how you will know if you're doing your job. Now, a lot of people have objectives under the goals, and your goals can be broad, but what I asked for in this discussion question was measurable goals. Well, most of the time when you're making measurable goals, they call it SMART goals. That's an acronym, SMART goals. And SMART stands for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and timely. So many of you did not make your goals measurable. You almost did. You said you were going to do it, but there's no way to tell if you did it enough. So, for instance, if you said that you were going to provide training for all your employees so that they were the best prepared employees in the marketplace, the way to make that measurable is to say, how much training? We are going to make sure they have 12 hours a year, or we're going to do monthly in-services so that you know. Or you can say, in the next 6 months, we are going to improve by this much % in whatever area. So the two things that you have to do is give a time lapse that it will be done in. Most of the time you're talking about a year. And two, what will be done, how you can measure it to make sure it was accomplished. If you say you're going to improve by 10%, or improve by a letter grade. If you were talking about your kids' school grades, you would say, I need you to bring your grades up. And the only way you would know if they did that is if they actually increased a letter or more. So that is what we're talking about with goals, mission statement, and vision statement. Again, you're going to see this again in your final, so I wanted to make sure you got a little bit of feedback on that. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you after organizational charts, which are this week's discussion question.